मैंने आपको बोला था कि मैं सिंगापुर आ रहा हूँ। डेट फाइनलाइज हो गया है। मैं 25 अगस्त संडे सिंगापुर में हूँगा। जो मुझसे मिलना चाहते हैं नीचे दिए गए व्हाट्सएप नंबर में मुझसे संपर्क करें या ईमेल दिया गया है उससे संपर्क करें। मेरा टीम आपसे बात करेगी। हिंदी और इंग्लिश में सेपरेट मीटिंग होगा। नमस्कार, फिर पैसा बोलता है में आपका स्वागत है। आज शनिवार है और हम हॉट टेक्स करेंगे। तो हॉट टेक्स में मेरे साथ मेरे भाई हैं। अंग्रेजी में होगा। जो न्यूज़ में आया कुछ उनसे सवाल पूछेंगे, उसका जवाब मैं दूंगा। विनोद,
A bank deposit locker holders can soon name up to 4 nominees. What is this so important?
the rule is very clear. That is, each to have ease of transfer of assets, I can nominate somebody. So in event of my death, automatically the financial assets will be transferred into that person's name. So I don't have to produce a death certificate or a legal head certificate. It is understood that the person who gets the money will divide it among all
Other legal heads.
all the legal heads. If I appoint a nominee, does not mean that he is the owner of the asset. He becomes a trustee who in turn has to divide the money to everybody else. In today's circumstances, not many distribute everything equally. So brothers and sisters have to fight each other in court. So this is in terms of financial assets. To solve this problem, now they are saying, now banks have been told by Reserve Bank, nominate 4 nominees and divided among all 4. Suppose a guy I have 4 legal heirs. I nominate 4 people. It will get divided equally among 4 people. So the settlement is not a big fight. Otherwise, what would happen is there would be a clash. Suppose in my case, my father made me the nominee. I gave it to you and to our sister. But if I decide to pocket the whole thing and say, thank you very much, sir, my father has put me as a nominee, I decide to keep everything, then you get nothing and you have to go to court. Why I enjoy the money? So by the time it comes to court and finishes and everything, your life is over. To solve that is this problem.
Consumer confidence is dipping. Finds second consecutive RBI survey.
That is, people are not. What does consumer confidence indicate? Consumer confidence indicates the willingness of people to spend money. So people at this point of time do not have jobs because there are 2 ends you can look at it. One is at IT and one is low-end jobs. In IT, it's clear that all the big companies are not recruiting people. And when people resign, they are not replacing them. So all large IT companies have shrinking workforce. The shocker came from yesterday's Reliance's balance sheet, an annual report. They have sacked 42,000 people in retail.
Correct.
So you are going to have, this is India's largest company.
Yes.
And Tata's let go of 25,000 people. Clearly indicates that a lot of direct corporate employment is coming down. And in corporates, especially in high-end like IT, if you sack one guy, 2-3 support jobs will have go away.
Correct.
Somebody is picking up and dropping him in from the house. There's a tea vendor who is supplying tea. So a lot of jobs are lost. So there is a job loss. Prices are going up. Food inflation. Most of our Indians, 50% of their salary goes into food. So food inflation is going up. People have lesser money to spend, which means they will not, the amount of money they have discretionary spent is far less. And already RBI is warning. People have borrowed to spend. Small loans below 50,000 rupees and credit cards are soaring. So this is a big problem. Yeah.
So, but my question is, let's say before pre-liberalization, before 1990s, when the Indian economy is opened up, we wouldn't have had all these problems, no? Because we are a closed economy. We would have been insulated from all this problem.
No jobs would have been there, nothing, all of us would have been equally poor.
Yes. So please do realize, the solution is not closing the country. Solution is finding better means to tackle inflation.
Yeah.
SEBI is tackling inflation, Anand, by hiring young temp staff to aid market and IT work. What do you think about this?
Why can't they take them permanently? So what happens is, There is a rising prices. Inflation is going up. Salaries are not keeping up with inflation. And a lot of people are losing jobs. Therefore, people will consume less. It's very clear in the results of the FMCG companies. And so that overall the economy is not going to do as well as we think it should do.
Okay. What is SEBI telling the mutual fund industry, saying conduct stress test suo motu to prepare for potential risks?
Okay. Now, what has happened, which I have been saying several times, what the Reserve Bank has been saying and what SEBI has been saying, people are not putting money in banks because banks are not giving proper deposits, deposit rates. People, of course, intuitively will know where to put their money. So what they have done is they have taken their money and put it in mutual funds and direct stocks, and some of them are gambling in F&O. So to such an extent, banks have been forced to increase deposit and lending rates. Now, a lot of, because of marketing by Amphi and other people, lot of money is going into the small cap segment. Normally, the small cap is one where data is very difficult to find, where price manipulation is easy, promoter integrity is suspect. But the funds which are doing well are doing well in the small cap one. And then the stress test is, if the market falls, how long it will take these guys to liquidate money. Because market does not wait for anybody. It keeps on falling. And if it keeps on falling, at the same time the money has to be spent out. How long will it take to liquidate their portfolio? Is that stress test? Yeah.
What do you think about this UP government's move? No registration fee for hybrids. Lamborghini has come out saying it welcomes it. I guess they must be having a huge market in UP.
No. See, the problem is registration for high-end cars is a big thing. Now, normally you have for electric vehicles. Now, Toyota is the major beneficiary for this, and Maruti is a major beneficiary for this. These are dominating the hybrid markets. So you can get a car registered in these countries, in these places, at nil to nothing. What will happen for Lamborghini is their car is 4 crores, so registration is a huge amount. So they'll get it registered in UP by using some false address and shift the car to Bombay for people to drive. So you'll have to pay 2 life taxes. So it will be cheaper.
Correct.
So this will make that Lamborghini will protect its margin. The government will lose its revenue. The people who want to buy Lamborghini will get a cheaper car. But again, I say this, these are for wealthy people. This is the problem. You are all the time looking at the wrong guys. You should be looking at the bottom half of India.
Correct.
Now there was a survey. It says anybody who makes any household of 4 which makes 90,000 is in the top 1% of India. Okay. Anybody earning a household earning 90,000, only 40% of them have cars. So we are backing up the wrong tree.
Agree.
आज के लिए इतना ही. आपने इस पॉडकास्ट को सुना, इसके लिए मैं आपका आभारी हूँ. हो सके तो इस वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और बेल नोटिफिकेशन दबाएं. अपने दोस्त और रिश्तेदार के पास इस वीडियो को भेजें और उनको देखने की आग्रह करें. नमस्कार, धन्यवाद, जय हिंद.